Hi everyone, this is Shan, the founder of Millennials in Motion. So I know that when you first start an e-commerce company, it may be a little bit intimidating because there's so much going on and it's hard to get started. Today I'm here to talk to you about two platforms that are the best to get started if you want to start learning about e-commerce. And those two are Etsy and Poshmark. I actually started in Poshmark in 2019, and it was the best platform to start learning about shipping, to start learning about customer service, creating listings, marketing, without actually having to do any investment at all. In this video, I will talk about the differences between Etsy and Poshmark and why you should start with one or the other and how they can help each other. Etsy is a platform that's kind of like Amazon, except they don't focus on brands. They want to focus more on goods that small businesses make. So you're never going to find a Samsung product on Etsy, for example. Poshmark is a marketplace where you sell products that you already own. And a lot of the products that you own may be brands. So you might sell Gucci or Lululemon, and they tend to focus more on clothes. So if you want to do low-risk e-commerce, which is my business philosophy and what I teach on my YouTube channel, then start on this exact order. Start with Poshmark, then Etsy, Amazon, and Walmart. I have a video down below called the Etsy, Amazon, Walmart trifecta that I released last week, and it tells you exactly why you want to start in that order and why that's the only way to do it low risk. A big comment that I get often is, how do I source products? That's a big blocker for a lot of people. But that's why you should start with Poshmark. Because Poshmark, you don't have to source any products. All you have to do is go to your closet, look for clothes that you haven't worn for a long time, post it on Poshmark. It takes less than 5 minutes, and then people can buy that. And that's why it's great training wheels, because once you start getting the hang of e-commerce and start seeing the sales and the momentum, it will encourage you to have more action. Now make sure to stay until the end of the video because I will be recapping how to be successful on Etsy and on Poshmark in one sentence. One easy sentence that's easy to explain and will give you an idea of what you need to do. Let's assess these two platforms based on 4 factors. And these 4 factors are 1, sales, 2, scalability, 3, marketing, and 4, community. Starting with sales. So sales on Etsy was definitely faster than on Poshmark. I got my first Etsy sale after I listed my product the second day after it launched. Whereas on Poshmark, I didn't get my first sale until 20 days after. So this is why I do recommend Etsy, because I believe from my experimentation that they give new shops an algorithm push and they push your products out. They also give new products an algorithm push. And this is something that's verified, that they have confirmed on their website that they do this. So let's say your products are vintage clothes and you just have one of each. At first you think, okay, maybe I need to put it on Poshmark because I only have one and this feels more like a Poshmark thing. But then, knowing what I know about Etsy's algorithm push, I think you should actually post it on Etsy. There are other reasons why, which I'll get into. The second would be scalability. So how much money you can make, how much you can grow. Overall, I do think Etsy also wins on this one. In my best month on Etsy, I did over $10,000 a month in revenue. Whereas on Poshmark, my absolute best month, I did about $400. So that's a big difference. Also, another thing to note about Etsy is that the longer that your listing has been up, the more juice it actually gets. Etsy says it takes about 2 weeks for the website to crawl your item and index it in the right places. And on top of that, it may even go up to a month. So after a month, you may see more and more views if your product is a good product. So what Etsy does is they give an algorithm push as soon as you launch a product. And the first few customers that view it, how they interacted is really important. If they favorite it, if they add it to cart, if they like it, if they buy it, then they will keep pushing and pushing and pushing those rankings up. But if the first few customers don't do that, if they ignore it or they don't even click on it, then Etsy will think it's a dud and they'll never push it and it'll just kind of die at the bottom of the heap. So that's one thing to note about Etsy is make sure that the first customers that see it are very engaged. How about marketing? So marketing would be your ability to get views for your products. So Etsy wins on this because Etsy has marketing tools like their Etsy ads. Now, Etsy ads is something that I have a love-hate relationship with, and I will make a future video about this. They're great because they really do give you views, but they suck up so much money. And some months, I had 50% of my Etsy revenue going into ads. And that's insane. That's unacceptable. They also have tools like eRank. So eRank.com is my favorite tool for Etsy that tells you what keywords are currently popular to be searched for. And it also tells you what is the demand of a keyword and what is the current competition. So for example, if your dress is medieval vintage dress, then it'll tell you, is there a lot of people that want this or not a lot? Is there a lot of competition or not a lot? And it's stuff like this that really, really helps. This is what elevates you from doing a hobby versus doing a real business. Lastly, community. So community is the ability for your marketplace to gain a following. Now, surprisingly, I think Poshmark wins on this one. In less than 2 years, I have made over 30,000 followers. Whereas on Etsy, I think I made maximum 200. For popular products, you also tend to get more likes or favorites on those products on Poshmark. However, I will say this. It doesn't seem like on Poshmark, the amount of followers matter. You could have 1,000 followers, you could have 100,000 followers. The sales stayed the same for me. The likes, there was a benefit because if someone liked your item on Poshmark, you are able to give them an offer. So you can send them a private offer with a discount and a shipping discount to see if they'll take it. And that's very powerful. Whereas it's not as easy on Etsy. On Etsy, you can set up a coupon that tells customers a favorite of your product when your product is on sale. However, you don't control when Etsy sends this coupon out. Etsy does. And for some reason, sometimes they just don't send the emails out. So overall, how do you win on Etsy or Poshmark? Both are great platforms. Poshmark is the one that I recommend to start with because you don't need any inventory and you can get started right away. And Etsy is the one that I recommend you grow with once you get the hang out of it from Poshmark. So on Etsy, this is what you have to do. You have to do careful keyword research on tools like eRank. Then launch this product with very well SEO optimization. And then use Etsy ads to push views and overall keep your shop active. Try to launch products as often as you can. This is very similar to the Amazon approach of success, which is why I recommend you do Etsy before you do Amazon. Amazon is very similar, but just grander in scale and more costly if you make a mistake. So do it on Etsy first. On Poshmark, the key is to have products that are lots of brand names, lots of Gucci's, lots of Lululemons, because those tend to be searched more. And frequently update your shop and then use a bot, there's lots of Poshmark bots out there, that keeps constantly renewing your products at an interval so that people will see it. I hope this video was helpful. If you would like to learn more about selling on Etsy or Poshmark, please give a like and subscribe. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Question for you guys is, what do you think of Etsy and Poshmark? Is there any blockers you have in starting your e-commerce company? I reply to 100% of all the comments, so I'm happy to give you my very direct feedback. Thank you so much and have a great day.